Good motherfucking morning. It's a little overcast today. Beautiful nonetheless. But any day above the dirt is beautiful. It's my new motto. So, today I just had some thoughts about how doing more made me happier and just what I've been doing, just kind of as a little update. So, my life used to be like everyone else's. Not saying that I'm still not like everyone else, but the habits I'm talking about. I would go to work in the morning. I would come home exhausted and drained from coming to work. And go home, change clothes, maybe shower, and then just start doom scrolling. Get on my phone, and when you look, hours have passed, and it feels like a waste of life and time. Because you're not really using your brain, you're just existing, really. You're not living, you just happen to be breathing, but you're just entranced in whatever your feed is. Of course, I have dreams, I have goals, but I wasn't accomplishing anything because I would get stuck in this cycle of just being on my phone all the time. And I'm tired of it. One of the reasons, a big change that I made a video about it already, but my flip phone, that has helped me tremendously by eliminating most of the distractions that I had. So now I'm completing goals. I'm moving toward what I want to be, the person that I want to be. I am doing all these things and practicing my craft and just getting better every day because I'm not in that cycle anymore. I'm not in that loop. But this has made me happier because I'll be the first to admit, I used to be just numb, existing, not happy. There have been times where I've been super down and just depressed and not wanting to do anything. And doom scrolling didn't help that. Because even when I wasn't depressed, I was still wasting all that time on my phone. Just laying in bed, not doing anything. But I've learned. Now, it's not an easy truth because when you're used to a certain lifestyle and you're trying to change it, it's uncomfortable and it's frustrating. Even though it might be good for your future, current you doesn't want to do it because you like routine. You like doing the same things over and over again. I don't know if it's human nature or what, but I'm sticking to another big change that I made is waking up at the same time every day, regardless of if I'm working or not. Because I used to, regardless of what time I was working, before I went to bed, I would check my phone, see what time I was working, and only give myself the time that I needed to get ready for work. That's the alarm I would set, and that's when I would wake up. But when you do that, you kind of wake up, especially if you're like me, you'll wake up, I only need 20 minutes to get ready. So I'm only going to give myself 20 minutes because I want to sleep for as long as possible. That's what I would do. So you're waking up and you're racing the clock, especially if something comes up, because you have to kind of plan for life to be life. Nothing is ever going to go as planned. Things are going to pop up. But starting your day kind of racing the clock and racing yourself and racing life is not... You're going to be racing the clock all day. That's just how it's going to be. But when you wake up earlier, like I've been waking up at 5 a.m. every day so I can get stuff done before I have to go into work. I can do my meditation, my journaling. I can practice my craft, all of that before. And it's kind of like I'm starting the morning before the morning can start me. Because if the morning starts me, I'm going to be looking at the clock all day and chasing time. And just being in a state of rushing and hurrying all the time, when I don't need to do that. But working more, it doesn't feel like I'm working more, because I have all these goals I'm working towards. And my mind is more preoccupied because I'm doing things, as opposed to doom scrolling in my bed and I'm worrying about all the problems that I have and every problem that I could have, and overthinking and, trying to predict the future and all of these other things that are just a source of anxiety. So it's also a lot easier to be in the present moment when, I don't know how I want to describe this, because when you're stuck in the doom scrolling cycle, it's kind of like your brain, I just lost my train of thought. Where was I? I have notes again. That's what I'm looking down at. That's what I was saying. So, being stuck in that cycle, you're not using your brain a lot, but when you start thinking, like, let's say you're still scrolling, but you're kind of zoned out, but your brain is elsewhere, and you're ruminating and overthinking about whatever it is, it's hard to bring yourself back to the present moment, because what my brain likes to do is it likes to hook on to something and then just spiral down. Like a firefighter pole. Go down quick. And I'm trying to practice not letting it. And it hasn't been easy. I won't say it's easy by any means of the word, but I understand that I practiced ruminating and overthinking and the spiraling, so I'm good at it. What I'm not good at is doing the opposite. So it's kind of like taking baby steps in that aspect. But also, I'm happier because I am getting better. I'm progressing. And for a long time, because I wasn't doing anything, obviously you're not going to progress. You're not going to get better at anything. But when you have things that you want to do every single day, and you do them every single day, regardless of how you feel, or I'm busy, I'm this, I'm that, they're all just excuses. And I've been talking to myself, my brain specifically, when it tries to give me every excuse, like, dude, we're doing it. Like, I'm not negotiating anymore. I'm not doing this. I am in control. And that little voice in the back of my head that is very seductive and wants you to be lazy, I'm not doing it. I've been fed up for a long time. And it feels like a breath of fresh air to finally move in the right direction, or it feels like I'm moving in the right direction. I think that might be all my notes. And I've talked for a long time, kind of just off the dome. But these are just my thoughts. I want to thank you for watching. And if you like my content, go ahead and subscribe. I post Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I have a schedule now, and I'm gonna stick to it. So let me know what you think in the comments as well. Thanks for watching.